But fortunately, you have a gift. God gave you a gift. He gave you awareness. So you're not only awake, but you're also aware. You can not only see, but you can perceive. Not only hear, but understand. You have this gift of awareness, this consciousness, and I want you to see it's a very great gift. Animals don't have it. Animals can see in a one-dimensional way or hear in a one-dimensional way, and then it's conditioned response. But the human being, see, the little child, you can teach the little child to memorize that 1 + 1 = 2. But the child can also see the principle. She can see that 1 + 1 = 2. Then later, when you say, well, what's 1001 + 1? And the child will say 1002. She gets it. You see what I mean? You can get jokes. You hear it, you get it. See? You can understand. So, this is your gift. So, you were not left bereft. You were given a gift, but now what do people do? When they become wrong. See, we're wrong. See, our whole existence is wrong. It's not our fault. But we're born fallen, and we're easily corrupted. We're gullible. We're born to fallen parents, and we resent them. That's another wrong. We almost can't help but resent them for their failing, because we know deep in our heart, we know that parents are supposed to be something more. A prince. Your father is supposed to be a prince. Your mother a princess, but they were fallen. You resented them for failing you. See, you needed your father to be stronger than the world, to overcome the world, but the world overcame him. Your mother overcame him. Work overcame him. And so he wasn't there for you. He himself was overcome. So then when they sent you to school and there were pressures and teases and group pressure and peer pressure and drug pressure and academic pressure and sports pressure, he couldn't help you. So you gave into it, went along with it. And sure, you got rewarded for it, but the outside got on the inside. And the true self that you could have been, the Einstein, the Stephen Jobs, the Moses, the Ruth, see, you didn't become, and you sensed it, and so you resent it. So, the miracle of rebirth is that God, in His mercy, another of His gifts. Everything He gives is a gift. Another of His gifts is that you become aware that your existence is somehow faulty. And you wonder what the purpose of your existence is. And you wonder, and you seek. Maybe it's not obvious. You go to work, you talk to your friends, you do sports, you watch television, you look at your iPhone, you do everything like everybody else, but there's a part of you that's searching for something more. Well, then He begins to answer by adding a little bit of light. Turns up the light. And now you begin to see. You see that your parents couldn't help themselves. You see that they did the best they could, but you resented them. You see that you resented your wife, your husband. When you could have been kind, you were not kind. So on. You begin to see all that. And your response to it is what? It makes you sad. No, not a crocodile tear kind of a sad, not a, oh, poor me, ego, feeling sorry for yourself sad. Just regretting what you see about yourself, wishing you could be better, but seeing that you can't make yourself better. You've tried. Well, there you are. Then, in a sense, you see that you're wrong. You see that you can't help yourself. So it's like you're helpless, but God answers. He answers. And then, ever so slowly, ever so gently, the part of you that nobody ever cared about. See, what do they care about? They cared that you did what they said, that you smiled at them, that you studied hard, that you were ambitious. That part of you that loves what is good and that is innocent and that is sweet, it was rarely cherished. Yeah, a little bit. Maybe if you had a good parent, a nice relative, a nice uncle or an aunt or a grandpa, a grandma, somebody, you saw them look at you with thoughtfulness, with understanding. Maybe they didn't even say anything. They loved that part of you that was good. That was it. That was innocent. See, that wasn't of the world. Well, Christ overcame the world. Remember I said your father failed you. He didn't overcome the world. He succumbed himself. The pressures were too much for him. Christ overcame the world.